gentlemen, glad to have everyone back. City Skylines, part number 17. Glad to have everyone back. Picking up here right where our entryway point to our city comes to connect, and I've added in a toll plaza. I thought it was super cool. I saw it on the Steam Workshop, and just kind of wanted to show everybody that. Moving along, today it's going to be a busy episode. We're actually going to start our international airport. It's going to be super cool. We're going to show you some of the mods that I've downloaded and whatnot, and hopefully everybody around here enjoys it. So let's get started now. Done a couple other little things aside from the toll booth. I've gone ahead and I've spread out our this is just strictly residential. I just basic grid pattern, threw down some residential. We're getting a lot of messages down here about workers and whatnot, so I figured, well, hey, what better way to solve that than just to throw down more residential? What else? A couple other things. I'm trying to think. I did the toll plaza. I added this little wraparound here. It wasn't product of the toll plaza, because even before I put that in, we were starting to get backups out through here. So I said, well, hey, let me go ahead and add this in. And most of the cars, I was actually trying to heat map it or whatnot. Most of them were getting piled up on this, if you remember from the last episode, this overlay right here. And most of them were were turning right, but a lot of them were turning left and whatnot. So I figured, well, hey, let's go ahead and let's try to add this guy in here. And what has that done? Well, it's just added the car back up a little bit further south in our city. Which I guess is better than it being all congested throughout, so whatever. It's going to be tough. I'm actually looking, there's a mod that you can actually change the street lights or something like that. But then I thought, well, hey, if I get rid of the street light here, then what? This is going to back up. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just, you know, you're going to deal with issues throughout, and just like any real city, you're going to deal with traffic congestion. So it's not nearly as bad as it was back in the SimCity days, if you all remember. It's actually quite the issue. I haven't really done anything out here. I moved a couple things around. I added this, and I don't know if I did that last episode or not. Just little minor things, you know. I don't... What is this? What are these buildings here? I've never seen those before. Pretty cool. Anyway, so I've gone ahead and decided that we're going to do our airport out here. This is actually going to be a pretty good spot, and I think that our interchange here is actually going to work quite well with it. I've actually gone ahead and I've looked at a few different designs, and this is definitely not going to be a one-part episode here. We're going to go ahead and take our time with this. And our airport here is going to, you know, it's going to feel, I mean, we're up to like, what, 30-something thousand residents here. And, you know, it's going to kind of help us, you know, take the city to the next level. I figure this portion of city, or this portion of land out here where the trees are kind of gone, is probably our best bet. I was thinking about doing it over here, but then I thought, well, you know, as the planes come in and land, I don't want there to be any, you know, accidents or anything like that. So I kind of want to stretch this out, and I'll show you what my idea is. And, you know, everybody's got ideas in their heads. I have not tried this yet, so don't shoot me if it doesn't work properly. Let's see. And let's go ahead and bring this guy back. That. So that's about right. Wow, look at that. Spot on, guys. Spot on. Look at that. Bam. Okay. Also, we want to incorporate the trains, too, with this. And, actually, now thinking about it, probably want to spread these out a bit, because the train tracks... Yeah, let's do that. I know I just put that in, and I'm bragging about this over here, but... I actually I'll show you what I want to do. I want to bring this out just a bit. Let's shut the snapping tool. It's gonna look kind of funky there, people, but I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about here. That actually might be too wide. What I essentially want to do is I want to bring these train tracks, and I want the train tracks to go up and through into the airport just like the roads. It's going to essentially be a roundabout. So here, let me just draw what I'm trying to do here, so you all can just envision it. So what I want is, and this is not obviously to scale, but what I want is I want a roundabout. Okay, so for the most part, roads or the highway is going to come in to one end. It's going to be a roundabout, and it's going to come out the other way. Trains are going to come into the center. We're going to do some sort of train incorporation into the center, and then the airport is going to be fed off along the sides. This is a very standard type design for airports. I can't plop it, but the terminals are going to go kind of around. And I actually have this airport tool here where we can actually draw runways in different portions, and this is actually taxi lines and stuff like that. So we can really do some big stuff here. So that's kind of what my focus is. I know that's kind of a kind of a quick bad representation of what we're trying to do, but just so you know, and you don't just click off the video like this guy's completely out of his mind. I figure that's what we're shooting for. Whether or not it looks exactly that way or not, we're going to do our best. Let's see, can we get train tracks through here? Actually, want to do ground level. Page down. Yeah, it actually works. Now, elevated or not elevated, that's kind of where I'm at here. I'm thinking elevated would be better, because then when we develop our city, you know, we can just add on and off ramps. If we don't do elevated, then it's just going to cause constant congestion and four-way intersections and just hoop-de-la. Why does this one look so much nicer than this one? Let's see. This is not going to be perfect, but we'll work on that. Alright, let's demo this. But yeah, I mean, most airports, and I've done some Google Maps searching, and if you guys want to see that, you can just go to any big metro city and, or if you've been to airports yourself, you know what I'm talking about, the whole, roundabout vibe that these airports give. Some of them not so much. I particularly like the way the roundabout ones look, and they function pretty well too, from what I've heard, so we're gonna try that. And let's see, let's get snap tool and this back on, and I guess we can go. So it looks pretty good. All right, so now we're gonna have somewhat, I'm trying to think of what the best way. Let's see if we draw. So we might be able to do it with the train tracks. Might actually be better. Let's see. This is experimentation, people. So if we draw, let's see, if we draw something like that, and then, oops, no. Oh yeah, you know what? Actually, won't be able to do it with the trains because they bend and not. Okay. And then we're going to want to create as best of a circle as possible. Curve road. Let's see. Can we find this? Go up a little bit more. And this is not permanent. Just take it easy. That might be too big though, because I want. Okay, that's perfect. You see how it's 90 degrees? Wow, that tool is actually pretty spot on. So if we go out, what was that? We go out 40. How far did we go out there, though? See, I didn't pay attention. All right, let's start over. I got to pay attention to these numbers here because we want it to be a complete circle. Obviously, I want it to be a 90-degree angle. So let's see. Let's use the elevated highways like we've been mentioning. Where we at? Where we at? Let's see how we can do this. We want to go maybe down to here. So let's see, that's 50U. No, it's got to be more than that. Let's do 60U. Why does it not let me do 90 now? So 60, 90. 60. $90. Okay, that's what we're talking about here. This is just for sizing purposes. 60. Guess we'll have to do 90.1. Who's going to count it? Or who's going to be able to tell? Maybe an engineer. Alright, this is going to be off a little bit because this is actually where we're going to be fed in. So let's... It doesn't look right. Did I screw that up? Maybe we need to get rid of these here. What we want is a somewhat believable crescent moon here. I guess that looks about right. I think it's hard to tell with all these other... Okay. So let's see. So this is what we're going to do now. Now we're going to back this off. And then we're going to draw... Okay, now we're going to measure this out. So let's see. Let's try to get these up to almost the exact same... Alright, it's pretty darn close. So let's see, we're going to go out 20. And we're going to do... $20 and 122. 20. Maybe because our train track's not completely centered. I don't know, something's throwing it off, it seems. Let's get rid of this. I'll just fix that. And then let's do this part. So we'll again do 20. And was that 141? 20U, 151. Now, for those of you out there watching, I'm guessing there's probably an easier way of doing that. I don't know it, and I don't, you know, I don't know. I'm just not trained for it, I guess. But this is going to change a little bit as well. And to be honest with you, once we get everything kind of fixed in here, I don't think we're going to be able to tell all too much. Plus, we're dealing with elevated and non-elevated roads. Our train track is pretty centered, not perfect, so we'll have to fix that as well. And once we get everything in, I'm wondering if this is too big, man. I mean, this is going to be legit big. It's almost going to be as big as this whole city. But we're going to dress it up really nice, I promise. Let's see if we can get this a little bit more rounded out. See, that looks Maybe this time it's going down a little too far. I don't know, man. I don't know how much more perfect you're going to get than that. Okay. And then what we're going to do is this is going to be, mind you, for the bulk majority of the traffic, okay? We're going to have some sort of almost like mini city in here with hotels, parks, stuff like that. This is kind of going to be the center, okay? We'll have some on-ramps, off-ramps to get down into the city. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have like an outer ring, probably ground level around here. And then around that, we're going to have our runways. We might have to extend this out just a little bit in each direction. All in all, I'm thinking this is going to look absolutely spectacular. I will go ahead and I'll kind of throw a screenshot up of this person here, and I'll mention, I don't know their name right now. I'll have to get the screenshot of what I'm going after. I found it on Reddit just to give this person credit. I'll link it down in the description below because I want you to kind of see what this can actually look like. Of course, ours is going to be a little bit different. If I can find the screenshot, I'll throw it up now on the video. But all in all, I think that this is actually going to turn out quite well. Thanks for coming along for the ride, everybody. If you enjoy City Skylines on the channel, please make sure you hit that like button. And let me know, too, if you're interested in seeing time lapses. Because, like I said, I'm personally not that big of a fan of them. However, a lot of people do like them. A lot of other YouTubers do use them and seem to have pretty decent success with it. So let me know if you're interested in seeing that. All in all, we'll see everybody next episode. Bye.